Lord Simone offered us protection without a word about our origins, our untold history. His drive is boundless, and I fear we never repay it. Instead, I think pray our village remains unprotected. I better get a response to these people. If it falls to me to keep their land free from harm, at the cost. Your hairstyle doesn't make you stand out, my lord. You don't get me a village to our fair village. We came this land in the midst of a Southland war, despite desperate to escape Hyzan's extraordinary cruelty. Your father then granted us assignment our need, shield us from further harm. I cannot thank you enough for those kind words. May be big hope for our dares to come. We will do our part to make it so. Father granted Roselle asylum in our lands. Though they once hailed from Hyzan, they are not as much part of Wolffort as to me as anyone else. We play together almost every day. Today we're climbing the ladder to the roof and playing lookouts. Wait, can I jump across here? Nope. There's a guy down there. We must be strong and vigilant if we are to maintain peace and enjoy these lands. We'll just be a bit longer taking Lady Frederica's measurements. Please have a look around the village meanwhile. I almost feel like we had a battle here or something, but I don't... Oh, my party's in here. Though we may be our house more for protection, we do not leave the village. The gods and faithful will haul us straight back to the source they catch inside of us. There's gotta be some reason why they need the Roselle to harvest the source. It's so fun to stay in the village all the time. I wanna go play somewhere else. But Mother gets mad at me if I go too far. There's no pressure, you'll do well to hear words. But I don't want to be in this village forever. Don't be our child. You'll be able to leave the village soon enough, and your mother with you. If you say so, it would be nice to go on a trip with her once it's safe. Oh. A ladder. We can go inside here. Oh, that's our party. 300? I regret to say this is my first time visiting Rosellan Village. I can see that they flourished on their lowest ones production these last 30 years. I couldn't believe my eyes when Roselle arrived at the main during the Southland War. I'd never seen anyone so downtrodden. Moves me to become a court and see him thriving in peacetimes. After all that they went through. Now he's back, keep him safe. I've been triggered with those to the house of Wolffort. We have been life saved after your protection. To serve this village, I pray we can work together to serve lasting peace. There's also reports of forest battle at the house of Wolffort each year, and thanks for its safekeeping. Their quality pellets and fresh fruit make for a single portion of Wolffort's capital. There's nothing else to do here. Meanwhile, oh no.
Do you understand just how dangerous it is for a young prince to go gallivanting off on a whim?
Punish me if you will. But if I hadn't gone gallivanting, I never would have learned the state of things outside our own kingdom.
Oh? Well, if you are so interested in international affairs, then I have a fitting role for you to play. You will oversee the Grand Rosellan mines.
Father, it would be a privilege.
I fear that punishment would provoke no reflection, and so I would rather put your energies to work for the kingdom.
I shan't let you down, Father.
I am not blind to your feelings, my son. I understand that my methods vex you. Nevertheless, I ask that you stay out of harm's way, and give me no reason to worry.
Of course.
Mining is grueling, thankless work. Show the miners the appreciation they deserve.
I shall. You have my word.
The necessary provisions have been arranged, Your Highness. You are to deliver them to Dragan.
Father, may I bring Sarah... Rather, Lord Wolffort. It is his job to oversee the operation after all. And his closeness with Dragan may engender goodwill.
I know you trust him a great deal, Roland. But I would remind you that his betrothal now binds him to Frost. You would do well to be wary of any move he or his house might make.
So you share Franny's views on the matter. Nevertheless, Serenoa is a friend I could never hope to replace. A friend I trust no matter your opinion of him.
Concerning words, Your Highness, House Wolffort must be subject to the same scrutiny as any other.
Roland.
Not really bound to Aspros that much for a princess who's not loved by her people.
Bring these tidings to Gustadolf at once. Is that everyone? Good. I have important news for all of you.
I bet they found salt.
What you see before you is to be seized by the Duchy of Frost. You shall not speak of this beyond those in present company. Any who do will be punished to the fullest extent of the law.
But, Lord Dragan, are not the resources we mine destined to be shared among nations?
This matter is not up for debate. A discovery of this magnitude could reshape all of Norzelia. And so I ask this of you. Stand with me as I lead this great realm into a new era.
You risk much giving us these orders. I shall do exactly as you say.
I thank you. I have already sent the Archduke a letter informing him of our find. When I am appointed Prime Minister, I promise to reward
You are to be Prime Minister.
or Ambassador to Either way, with
Wow.
and do what neither father nor Gustadolf ever could.
I bet they found salt. Because they keep on emphasizing how the source is the only place to find salt anywhere.
What news from Dragan, dear brother?
I never dreamt our hypothesis would prove true.
So you take him at his word?
I have no choice. The spy I sent to shadow him corroborates his report.
And? What are his demands?
He wishes to be named Prime Minister in exchange for secreting it away to Frost. Negotiations with Glenbrook are in the offing, should I refuse.
So he means to threaten you.
He is stronger than I believed him to be. Certainly what he has uncovered is worth the price he asks. What would you do, were you me?
Keep the secret safe, naturally. Did you not send a spy for this very reason? Surely expected this would happen.
I did, and they have been issued emergency orders.
Then leave the rest to me.
How fortunate I am to have a brother who knows me so well. Ah, Dragan, you will rue the day you dared place Glenbrook beside me on the scales of your feeble judgment. I hand down the orders.
Oh man. Yeah, we're next battle we fought at the mine.
The dress measurements are finished at last. I applaud your patience.
Is it exactly as you hoped?
It is indeed. I can hardly wait to see it finished.
I am glad to hear it.
There you are.
Prince Roland. And Huette besides. What brings you here?
We were looking for you.
We inquired around Castle Wolffort and heard you all had come here.
Has something happened?
Father has asked me to keep watch over the mines. Won't you join me?
You scarcely need ask. Of course.
A wise course of action, seeing as you will be overseeing the mining operations.
And we can present Dragan with the gifts we procured abroad.
A fine opportunity to get to know the man better. He is quite talented, is he not?
He is a man with grand visions for the future, that much is certain. I shall tell you more of him along the way.
Then let us waste not one moment more. To the mines!
I'll have the dress ready in time for the ceremony, my lord.
You have my thanks, Jerome.
The instant the mines might delay that ceremony.
Serenoa and Frederica journey to the Rosellan Village so she may be fitted for her wedding gown. The young lord gains an unexpected moment of quietude while he waits. However, Roland soon arrives with orders from King Regna to inspect the grand Norzellian mines, where Dragan has made great progress.
How will Gusadolf respond to my offer? I should think there's but one logical answer. Should he refuse for some reason, I will need Father's aid. I must apprise him of the situation.
Lord Dragan, Prince Roland is here from the Crown City.
What's this? Prince Roland and my friends of House Wolffort. To what do I owe the honor?
Apologies for the sudden nature of our visit, Dragan. I have come on Father's orders to offer our sincere gratitude, as well as to observe the mining operation.
Splendid! The miners will no doubt be heartened by your highness's presence.
Does the mining continue apace?
Indeed it does. There are no problems to report. And what of your trip abroad, Lord Serenoa?
It was most enlightening indeed. We even brought something for you. I do hope it's to your liking.
Portrait of the goddess herself.
It is. I understand they are used as talismans in Highsand.
This gift would fetch unfathomable value in the duchy.
It is enough to see you happy.
I am glad our deliberations were not in vain.
Dragan, I believe it was you who said the future is in the hands of the ardent youth. We are of like mind. Let us shape the future together.
Indeed. That future is close at hand. I suspect we will reach across the border and ask for your cooperation in due course.
And I shall gladly assent.
Yes, we eagerly await your offer. Now then, I was thinking I might examine the quarry.
Wait, your highness! One of the tunnels caved in but a few days ago. I would advise against entering just now.
Did you not assure us moments ago that the mining continues apace?
The miners are working to repair the damage as we speak.
Was it caused by a blast?
It was, in fact. We were perhaps a bit overzealous in attempting to remove some of the bedrock.
I'd no idea your explosives were so powerful. How do you make them anyway?
I would love to tell you, your highness, but I'm afraid we
Let's
must
keep some of our secrets.
What I can say is that salt is a vital ingredient.
Surely you jest.
I thought you'd be surprised. I could scarcely believe it myself at first. A gargantuan tome in the archives opened my eyes to the many uses for salt, beyond seasoning our daily dishes. And now I pass what I've learned to you, Lord Serenoa.
The power of salt.
'Tis a compendium of my research on the uses.
I most certainly shall.
Fascinating indeed.
I look forward to hearing.
At any rate, I see the sun hangs low. Shall we save a tour of the mine for the morrow?
Yes, perhaps that would be best.
Yes, of course.
Oh boy. As far as the Fire Emblem railcar comes to ore we take back to the mines. Dang. Lord Dragon's father, Minister Sarvarg, is a Kipman's Arctic himself. By all rights, he should be the nation's prime minister, yet he's performing glorified boredom in the middle of nowhere. We have an idea to attack about it. Sarvarg is Frederica's uncle. The Minister Sarvarg and Zenia Kale is married, I believe. How do you have to returning Twins Gate? You're going to see the healthy condition of Myers from the Dutchy alongside brother from Glenbrook. That's going to come with you. I believe they succeed in lowering Dragon's Guard. We at least say the Iron Mine here, the consortium. They want to account for it all as they do above all else. The mine here is under the jurisdiction of Clarice. Never mind, I think he couldn't sell that one. Must have been a hard terrain to get through here. The roads to the mine aren't exactly well worn. Watch your steps as you return home, my lord. The way they close to class motels, mine appears on schedule. Running a mine, let alone the orange owned by 3 nations, is no easy task. The lack of unrest is a credit to Lord Dragon's leadership. And don't be hypothetical. Suppose this operation and incident occurred. How do you respond? Meet the problem where Liz and deal it directly. You've got a good head in your shoulders, and everyone desires to lead. However, you do not operate in isolation. Hyzen and Aspharos will see that it's their duty to participate in the information process. So you have to definitely navigate these waters. I should bear that in mind. The video we make of it, Lord Serena, may the partnership with your house prove long and fruitful. As I see it, the mines are made at the beginning. We have much work to do, and I can pray count on your assistance going forward. The mine is larger than I imagined. I believe my hawk could fly clean through its tunnels. Vanguard scarf. I've been teaching the others by reading it in the archives. We'll master the outside techniques, my lord. There's no sword to pirates down the mines. It's hard layer mining. I'll tell you, I don't see a man here I wouldn't want my own army if I came to it. I said a few fights broke up between Myers and Aspharos and Glenbrook at first, but such is bound to happen when 2 nations come together. Thankfully, they've learned to communicate and now everything's progressing at pace. Mining notes. Most likely have a battle here. Yep. So as being their hopes for North's future, a sudden urgent matter is brought to Dragon's attention. Anything else? I just want to see what the event is. I know it's a battle, but we're not gonna finish it tonight.
No word from below, you say? They haven't tried to flee, have they?
No, sir. I've not seen a single soul emerge from the mine.
Very well then. I shall make contact with them myself.
Was that?
It came from within. What is the meaning of this?
These rusty soldiers. Why are they at the mines?
No. Did he see through my plot?
Clear the mine. Leave no survivors.
So this is how they respond. Those dogs.
Oh boy. The history of Glenbrook. If he continues, allow Dragon to fall. Wait, is Dragon gonna join me? He's an, oh, he's a mage. Tome of Ashes. Interesting. Huh. I'm not doing this battle. I just wanted to see what they had found. I'm assuming what they found is salt.